Huh? Goals scored by big summer striker signings this season in all major competitions. João Pedro, 14. Hugo Ekitike, 14. Victor Gyökeres, 15. Huh? How did we let this happen? Just going to write down to edit that part out. Hugo, please. Hat trick at the weekend. We can't be letting Gyökeres score more. Jesus Christ. That has shocked me this morning. I can't believe that. But anyway, welcome along to Anfield Agenda. My name is Conor and I'm here to take you through all of the latest Liverpool news. We have some news this morning around Federico Chiesa, Dominic Szoboszlai, a surprise swap deal being proposed by the Spanish media, a quote from Yandy on Monday, the future of Andy Robertson, Jamie Carragher's bold Man United prediction, and a little bit on Ibrahima Konate as well. One of the stories this morning actually comes from ENQUIRIES, who Sky Sports are reporting on, which is a bit of a surprise to be fair. But I want to put this to you. 500 likes on this video and I will do an investigative journalist piece on ENQUIRIES. Who the hell are ENQUIRIES? Where are they based? How do they come up with these stories? And much more. 500 likes and I will drag Craig's arse over to Spain and we'll do some investigative journalism. Proper journalism here. If you would like to see that, hit the subscribe button. I feel like we have to do it someday, don't we? Like, who the hell are ENQUIRIES? Let's start off with the ENQUIRIES news then. So this comes from Sky Sports, who are reporting on the ENQUIRIES thing, who basically suggested that Liverpool are interested in a swap deal for Rodrigo of Real Madrid with Dominic Szoboszlai. Like, again, how do they come up with these things? Like, I can only imagine they're sitting in the office and they're just there like, right, spin that wheel. Szoboszlai going to Madrid for a swap deal with Rodrigo. Let's write that one down. How does it work? Like, I'd love to see these people's office. Like, how do they come up with these things? Like, it's not even the most bizarre thing ENQUIRIES have come up with, to be fair. Like, they're the absolute residents of Bullshit Island on this channel. Some of the stuff they come out with is nuts, but yeah, I can't see us swapping Szoboszlai for Rodrigo. I have no doubt we have interest in Rodrigo, but yeah, I wouldn't be listening to ENQUIRIES on this one. Next up then, we have a report from Ian Ladyman on Federico Chiesa, and he says that Arne Slot doesn't believe that Federico Chiesa is good enough for Liverpool. And I have to say, I kind of agree. I feel so bad saying that because I love Federico. He gives everything on the pitch, but I think Arne Slot ultimately was right about this one. He doesn't really seem to be up to the standards. He doesn't seem to be able to hit those highs. Like, he's good as a super sub, I think. But any game he started, he hasn't really been hitting the ground running, has he? I think Laurie here sums it up perfectly. Like, he had a tweet about it. He said, Slot has got a lot of things wrong, but one thing he did get right was Chiesa, because as much as I love him, ever since those first few games where we were calling for him to play more, he's been absolutely honking this season. I don't know if I'd go as far as saying honking. I feel like that's a bit harsh, but I have to agree with the overall sentiment of that. Like, outside of those few games that made us all scream and shout for Federico Chiesa to be getting more game time, he hasn't really done a huge amount. Like, again, he puts in the effort, but yeah, I think Arne Slot probably is right about this one. Federico Chiesa probably isn't up to the standards of Liverpool Football Club, and he probably will leave in the summer. And I wish him all the best. Like, I really hope he can get his career back on track, because there is a player in there, but it's just not really working out for him here, is it? Which is very sad. Very, very sad. Next up then, we have Jamie Carragher speaking about the Champions League race, and he was speaking about Manchester United. And he says that Manchester United are virtually a guarantee for top four. Aston Villa look like they're dropping points at the moment, and they've still got European football on a Thursday night, so a lot of Thursday Sundays. Liverpool and Chelsea are both still in the Champions League, and they've got the FA Cup as well. They'll want to do well in at least one of those competitions, at least to the semi-final and final. I can't see Man United not making it. Mind games. No, I do believe that. I think I agree with Jamie. I don't think they're guaranteed to get top four, but I think top five probably is very likely for Man United now. I think we'll get at least fourth, if not third, if we can chase down Aston Villa, but I would fancy Man United over Chelsea at the minute, which seems a weird place to be in considering how bad United have been and the fact that, like, they've changed manager mid-season and stuff, but apparently changing managers can work. But besides that, yeah, I think Man United, I would fancy them over Chelsea. I think I agree with Jamie Carragher here. The fact that they don't have any other distractions as well will help, and yeah, I just think they probably will finish at least fifth ahead of Chelsea. But yeah, my money will be on Aston Villa probably get third, we probably get fourth, and United probably get fifth, and then whoever else then Chelsea miss out. Please do let me know in the comments below though, where will Liverpool finish? Because I'm not ruling out third place by any stretch, but I think fourth place is probably realistic. Man United in fifth then, and then like I said, Chelsea probably the most likely to miss out of the three. Lots of reports this morning around Andy Robertson as well, so we've had a number of clubs linked with him. So obviously Spurs wanted him in January, and now we have Wolves, Crystal Palace and Aston Villa within the Premier League, as well as Celtic and Atletico Madrid, who of course tried to sign him last summer. So plenty of options on the table for Andy Robertson. It's still not confirmed that he will be leaving. I'm sure the club will still want to keep him if possible. I don't know if he'll want to leave to be guaranteed more game time or not. He was up at the Celtic game during the week watching that one while he had a few days off as well. So is that a bit of a hint as to where his heart might lie? I think the romantic part of us would all like to see him join Celtic at some point, but I would be very sad to see Andy Robertson go. I hope he does get another year because I think Milos Kerkez stepping up into that starting position. I would like to have Andy Robertson there as a backup if a game gets too much for him, or just to kind of mentor him into the role more. I think one more year of Andy Robertson. He can play centre back as well, of course. We have that versatility. We have that leadership in the dressing room. And yeah, I would be very sad to see him go. But out of those teams, where do you reckon he goes? Let's say Wolves, Crystal Palace, Aston Villa, Spurs, Celtic, and Atletico Madrid. I would probably say, I don't know. If he wants guaranteed game time, I'd say probably Celtic. If he wants like a tough challenge, maybe Aston Villa or Atletico Madrid, I think he would be great at both of those. I think he's above Wolves at this point, to be fair, and Crystal Palace are a bit all over the shop. So my money will be on Villa, Celtic, or Atletico Madrid. Or maybe if Spurs come back in, he goes there. One of them ones. Oh, I'm getting splinters in my arse here sitting on this fence. Next up then, we have a report from L'Interista, who you can probably imagine is an Inter Milan publication, who say that Inter Milan are tracking Liverpool centre-back Ibrahima Konate as uncertainty continues to surround his contract at Liverpool. The French defender approaching the end of his current deal and no agreement yet reached over an extension, Europe's elite are beginning to position themselves for a potential opportunity. I don't know about you lads, but I think Konate is going to stay. I'm going to put that out there. I think he just looks like he's going to stay. Just in recent weeks, he just looks happier. He looks like he was doing that cartwheel when Alexis McAllister scored. He was up on the boardings celebrating with the fans after we scored that last minute winner as well, and he just looks very happy. There seems to be a bit of a tone change in what the journalists are saying as well, in terms of Liverpool are still trying to get the deal done. They were harping back to last season saying like Van Dijk wasn't done till April. It could be similar with this one. So I'm just getting an inkling. I'm just getting a little inkling that Konate is going to stay, and I hope he does, because he is a top level defender. Not going to rewrite history. He hasn't been fantastic all this season or anything, but like I've said a few times, he has been definitely more good than bad at his time at Liverpool, and I will be more than happy for him to stay. So hopefully he does stay. But Inter Milan, we can now add to the growing list of clubs who are sniffing around Ibrahima Konate. Next up then, a piece from James Pearce speaking with Dominic Szoboszlai. He says, Dominic Szoboszlai has been outstanding this season. Sunday was the latest example of him delivering when Liverpool really needed him. He's arguably the most complete midfielder in the Premier League. Playing him at right back really needs to end. And again, I have to agree with this. Like, there was a report last night from Who Scored who said that Dominic Szoboszlai was the highest rated right back in the Premier League, based on players who've played there more than 7 times this season. Like, if you look at the average ratings, he is the best right back in the league, but he's just wasted there. As James Pearce has said there, like, he's arguably the most complete midfielder in the Premier League, especially on current form. Like, he's been absolutely tremendous. Like, he's been running the show. Like, in the last 8 or 10 weeks, he's 100% been our best player. I don't think that can even be a debate. So yeah, stop sticking him a right back. Put Curtis Jones there if you have to. Stick Joe Gomez out there. Stick Jeremy Frimpong when he's back. Just keep Dominic Szoboszlai in the midfield, because that's where he is going to thrive and really just keep this team going. Last up then, a quick quote from Yan Diamonde, who Liverpool have been linked with a lot recently, of course. He said, "A lot of people told me I absolutely had to play for Chelsea. Then I stopped everything and made a decision for myself. I knew the president of Leganes. He had helped with my move to the USA. Suddenly I was faced with a choice, Leganes or Chelsea. It was risky, but luckily it was the right decision. I think patience is very important in football. It's not always just about money. If you play well, it will come naturally. I'm young, I need to play to increase my sporting value to improve, and I wouldn't get that on the bench. I already wanted this fella at Liverpool, and now I find out he rejected Chelsea. Get him in. Get this fella. This fella has his head screwed on right. Like, he's so young, but he can see that he has that discipline. He knows to make the correct decisions, and I think Liverpool will be the correct decision for him at some point. He does definitely seem like he has his head screwed on, which is always good to see. You really don't want mercenaries. You don't want players who are only interested in money and ego and all this kind of stuff. Like, he really seems dedicated to just becoming the best player he can be. He wants to make the right decisions, and I think Liverpool will be the right decision for him. If not this summer, then next summer, like I said, because he is still very young. Maybe he'll want to stay another year, but yeah. Yan Diamonde to Liverpool, would you take it? Please let me know in the comments below. That's all from me this morning anyway. If you have enjoyed the video, please do hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Craig will be back with a video in the afternoon around 4:30 or 5 o'clock, and then live again this evening from 8:45, so please keep an eye out for them. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you very soon.